else we got. Top 10 worst hit songs of 2024, part 2 by Fay-Wolfe. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. This is not the video we're reacting to. I'm just going to skim through it, If you haven't seen part 1, go watch it by yourself. Do not skip it, okay? It's essential, okay? Go watch part 1 first. If you haven't watched it, go watch that. Then come back here, okay? And you could skip this because I'm going to recap myself because I'm not going to lie, I don't remember the first one. 11 months ago, yeah, no, I do not remember this. Well, I don't remember what he put on it, so. Let's see. You can skip this one. I'm just looking. Beautiful Things, classic. What is this one? Oh, this song. I don't remember this song. I don't know. Classic. Gotta Only this guy put? Oh, you probably made a good point for it though. Okay. Houdini, classic. Oh, that's it. Damn, okay. Oh. Some honorable mentions, facts, women's world. Okay. Yeah, I think we kind of got the gist. All right, now that I remember what happened last time, we can finally go this time. Top 10 worst hit songs 2024 countdown by Fay-Wolfe, part 2. Let's go.
Hey guys, Fay-Wolfe
my
from
God,
Thematic Studios here, and welcome to the second half of my 2-part video exploring the worst hit songs of 2024. If you haven't seen part 1, I highly suggest that you
God,
pause
I'm
this
so
video
bad
and
at
go
fucking
check that
volume
one out first. You can find the
balance.
link in the
It's
description
actually
below.
like
If
terrible.
you've already seen part 1, then thank you so much for returning. Let's get back into it.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk.
Damn, that quick? All right. Sure.
If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
Before this song came out, I was in the car. I have like 6
Cry.
core best friends, and we were all in the car, and we were on like a little road trip down to San Diego, and I played
Cry?
Beautiful Things because like sometimes I'll show them, songs
Please don't be
that
slow.
haven't come out yet.
Okay,
and they
I actually really like Slow It Down. Okay, I know some people don't, but we can all agree it's better than Beautiful Things. Like, No Way Slow It Down is worse than Beautiful Things, so it's probably gonna be Cry. Like,
they listened to
let's
it
be
a couple
honest.
times, so they knew the chorus. Dude, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Not all of us can sing. Not all of us.
Okay, yeah, you're going on the list twice.
No. We all agreed this one was better than Beautiful. What? What? All right. Well, we're here out, but like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't agree with this at all. Worse than Beautiful Things? What? You're gonna have to convince me. You're gonna have to do some like voodoo magic here or something.
We got a twofer here. Get ready for some Benson Boone, some Boone Again Christianity. Lost White episode of the Boondocks. Boon Boon Pow by the Black Eyed Peas. Fun fact, did you know that Benson Boone stands call themselves the Booners? Wow, you managed to invent a word that sounds like boomer, gooner, and boner all at the same time. I am shaken to my core with Kafka-esque revulsion. And plus, if the comment section is to be believed, then Benson himself is all in on the Booners. Even addressing the fans on his mailing list as the Booners as he shares behind-the-scenes pictures like these.
All right,
ones.
bro,
Oh, God,
come on.
no, it's like it's booning right at me.
Come on.
Look, for someone whose stomach drops with dread every time I hear the opening notes of Beautiful Things, I think I was pretty damn fair to it in part 1. My ears might reject Benson's yelping more than pretty much any other sound I've heard coming out of my radio in years, but I fully concede that if you can get past that, the song does quite a lot right.
So, I mean, we could probably guess that Mystical Magical is going to be on its 2025 worst list. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
I was recommended a video about Beautiful Things titled Why the World's Biggest Song Right Now is Awesome, and it had 400.
Oh, of course, Rumi.
And while I don't agree with that, I can at least see why that many people would. I don't think 400,000 people are going to click on the video about how great this one is.
Well, yeah, because it's not literally one of the biggest songs
I don't even know what the term
ever.
for it is, but you know the kind of thing I'm talking about. This kind of dinky, cloying, faux alternative irritant that gets played basically nowhere besides pop radio. You know, the kind of shit iHeartRadio plays to try and prove they have a cool hipster edge, but it just makes them look like 9-year-olds who think they're being high-minded and mature by reading the fun facts on Snapple bottles. I made a passing joke about AJR before, but I'm sorry, I should have saved it for here. This song straight up sounds like AJR trying and failing to be on their best behavior as they meet their girlfriend's parents for the first time.
walking on the staircase, about your big dreams on the big screens.
You know, people have been shitting on the indie girl voice for years now. Can we please have an indie boy voice backlash already? This is like if the dude from Styx thought he was in Queen. No, scratch that. It's like the dude from Simple Plan thought he was in Styx.
Oh, now you're crying, you're in pieces, cause the only love you've ever known is Jesus.
Just listen to how this is produced. His voice is just there, plopped down naked into the mix, booning directly into your ears, nothing supporting it whatsoever. I mean, say what you will about Benson's mentors, Imagine Dragons, but at least their throat
That's his
shredding
mentors?
is backed up by music that sounds as big as the vocals are. What the hell happened here? There is just no focus to this, no craftsmanship. It's like he dumped a bunch of ketchup and mayo on a bargain bin steak from Walmart and then put a fun little garnish on top of it. Like, even if the meat was high quality, you are this clueless about how to craft a well-prepared meal? Literally every single defense I can think of for beautiful things does not work here. How on earth did this manage to catch on? Is it
Really?
lyrics? What are the lyrics?
Out of Georgia now, you're lonely in this city, lying with me, and you're scared it's moving quickly.
Okay, so he's talking to a girl who feels like her life is moving too fast. She's worried about burning out young, and he wants to help her take a deep breath and just live in the moment for a bit. I mean, I've heard worse, on paper at least. There are definitely a few questionable bits in there.
Only girl that's never let me is my mother. And I thank God every day for the girl he sent my way. She'll come and stay the night, and I think I might have it all.
Hey, you ever accidentally booned to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
But I'm in my head right now.
Okay, but yeah, jokes aside, there's nothing too egregious here. It's just a song about realizing there's more to life than the constant grind. Nothing wrong with that. Funny thing about that, though, there's kind of this other song that you might have heard of that has a vaguely similar topic. What was it called again? Oh yeah, that's right. Fucking Vienna by Billy Joel. You know, one of the most beloved ballads of the 20th century, which Gen Z has fully adopted as a generation-defining anthem.
Slow down, you crazy child, and take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while.
So tell me, kids, what would you rather listen to when the rat race has got you worn down? One of the most...
Okay, but like, I feel like this is just like, why are we? I mean, I know like they're both basically about the same thing, but why are we like comparing the two? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like that's kind of like me saying, let me just pick a song. Fucking. Okay. Let me think one. Let me think. Wait. Hold on. Let me think one.
Words of sage wisdom accented by relaxing pianos and dreamy accordions, or Mormon Jack Harlow screaming, "It's boonin' time," and booning all over you.
Okay, but like, I don't get the comparison. You know, like that's like saying you can say that for wait. You can literally say that for any song. Literally, most song, unless a song is about like a really, really specific thing, you could probably find another song and be like, why don't you just listen to this? Well, obviously, because it's not really the same song. But do you guys get what I'm saying though?
Wow,
Maybe I'm just missing the point.
Thanks for taking the edge off, man. I'm just at a loss here, man. I don't understand how this kid got this way. Did I mention that Benson Boone auditioned for American Idol?
Like I could literally be like, bro, why are you listening to Harry Styles when you can listen to Michael Jackson? Like, obviously you could choose to do that, but like, there's obvious reasons somebody would rather listen to that than that. You know, do you guys get what I'm saying?
That he sounded really fucking good.
Maybe I just missed the point. I might have just missed the point.
Yeah, listen to how focused and controlled he can be when he wants to. Who is responsible for breaking this kid's brain?
You're still in diapers. You're a toddler when it comes to this world. Just start having fun with your voice, because it's a true gift, man.
Oh, of course this fucking but can you please just do me a favor and just remind me what your idea of fun looks like, Luke Bryan?
I sucker punched my best friend, and the bouncer headlocked me on stage with the band.
Yeah. This is the guy who told this kid he needed to cut loose and go wild. So, yeah, the hottest new white boy of pop music learned technique from the guy who sang Believer, and restraint from the guy who wrote Country Girl Shake It For Me and Do Me.
That is pretty bad.
Yeah, could I please get a refund on this timeline? I'm pretty sure it's defective.
But worse than beautiful things. No. I thought it was gonna be Cry. I feel like more people didn't like Cry than Slow It Down.
I hate the way that you walk,
whatever.
the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
On last year's worst list, I collectively spent more than 20 minutes tearing apart Try That in a Small Town by Jason Aldean and Richmond North of Richmond.
I always forget both of these exist. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just so forgettable.
Of massive promotion from Fox News and right-wing Twitter, or as we now call it, Twitter. I had an enormous amount to say about those two songs. I left no stone unturned when tearing them apart, and I want to be perfectly clear that I have no intention of doing anything like that again anytime soon. Last year was an exception.
Good.
The rise of those two songs back-to-back fascinated and horrible.
They'll only have to do it if the We Are Charlie Kirk song gets too big.
I'm very proud of the work I did on them. I'd say my segment on Richmond in particular is one of my favorites I've ever written. But at the same time, I know that no one is clicking on pop music analysis videos for an intense deep dive on how crumbling capitalist infrastructure pushes vulnerable people towards radicalized fear-mongering. They want to see me point and laugh at the silly goose boy with the tornado siren voice. I had quite a few comments that all had various critical things to say about last year's videos, but the message ultimately boiled down to this. Man, Sean, I wish you didn't have to be so damn political all the time. And to that,
that didn't really make sense.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially hip.
Oh, Carnival.
Yeah, dude. Me fucking too. Look, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like it or not, I take popular music very
Thinking back at Carnival, I'm not gonna lie.
Form and a cultural study. If this dour, problematic shit is what the American public decides to keep serving
If
me,
I speak,
I'm sorry,
I'm
but
in
I'm
big
gonna
trouble.
return that serve with as much force as I can muster. And yeah, Kanye West getting his first #1 hit in nearly 2 decades after all the shit he's said and done is something that I intend to return to sender. Hard. So yeah, in case you weren't paying attention, this song, Carnival, did in fact hit #1 on the Hot 100. And with that, I think it's officially time for Mark Twain to step aside because Kanye hit #1 in 2024 is far more compelling and tragic than For Sale Baby Shoes Never Worn ever was. Let's start with the standard disclaimer. A song being made by a bad person does not automatically make the song bad, but it can and often does make a bad song worse. Longtime viewers will know that I have put terrible people on my best lists on multiple different occasions. So
Yeah?
no, I'm not going to tolerate anyone who thinks my hatred of this song starts and ends at moralizing. The fact that a man who said and done what Kanye has got to #1 wouldn't get the song anything more than a dishonorable mention if the song wasn't bad on its own merits. So let me make it crystal clear that even if you completely removed Kanye West from this song, it would still be bottom of the barrel sludge. I'll admit this song was probably novel to a lot of people, despite it
because you know what I think? I think is Tied of the Shadows the only person to put like an especially terrible person on like a best list? Well, before, because we all know the fucking Morgan Wallen incident, but like before like everything happens, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking of the time that like we put R. Kelly and was the fucking Lady Gaga song on his best list. I don't know. I was just thinking about it. I don't know.
shittiness, it does work.
I'm adding nothing, really.
Song, but if that's the case, it's about damn time for Baby to grow up. If you didn't know, Playboi Carti literally pioneered an entire genre of music that sounds exactly like this. Just look up an Opium Records playlist on YouTube and you'll find hundreds of songs with this exact same vibe and aesthetic.
Really?
None of which are burdened down by four artists covered in flop sweat as they each blurt out their own unique flavor of
Opium.
between a chorus of caveman grunt
Bro,
misogynistic
I low-key might buy the
was
Cardi
founded
skin
by
on
an
Fortnite.
proud fascist football sect. Rich the Kid gives us a wave of Duggar Light backwash, only notable for making one of several Columbine jokes on this album. Ty's verse might as well not even exist, and the number of people saying that Cardi's verse was a highlight just demonstrated to me how many people have literally
Cardi's
never
verse was not
listened
good.
to a
It was
single
mid
Cardi
as fuck,
song
I'm not gonna lie to
before
you.
this, because this is the most mumbly, awkward, unimpressive verse the man has ever dropped. And then, of course, there's the verse where a Nazi makes fun of the Me Too movement and brags about how much he loves being compared to pedos, sex traffickers, and woman beaters. Those of you who haven't heard this song probably think I'm exaggerating, don't you?
Anybody pissed off? Gotta make a drink the urine. Now I'm Ye Kelly, bitch. Now I'm Bill Cosby, bitch. Now I'm Puff Daddy Rich. That's me, to me, rich.
You know, there are a lot of people out there who say that Kanye is such a generational talent that all this shit is worth putting up with.
I'm the new Jesus, bitch. I turn water to Chris.
I mean, that's the line, right? Like, even people who hate the guy have to concede that he's good at what he does, right?
I find it funny. I find it funny that a lot of Christians got mad at that line, like him saying he's Jesus.
There are a lot of people out there who say,
like, when right before he literally compared himself to fucking like the most worst people. But oh, what did you say, Jesus? Oh, no. You be a pedophile or a murderer, but
that Kanye is
stop with the blasphemy. Come on, bro. Really just tells you everything, honestly.
Like, even people who hate the guy have to concede that he's good at what he does, right?
You can't take a joke, and your politics are backwards. Good grief. At least Kanye's a good rapper.
Yes, thank you again, animated rap battle. That's way better than it has any right to be. That is exactly where a lot of people are at.
Guys, go watch Peter Griffin versus Deadpool rap battle.
How can you not listen to his stuff? Kanye West is just such a good rapper.
That's me, to me, rich. First she said my dick. Then she said she ain't said my dick. She gon' take it up the ass like a ventriloquist.
The Emperor's ballsack.
I mean, that was kind of a bar, the ventriloquist.
Goddamn reason he's been walking around without clothes for so long now. Kanye West is in his I'm Bill Cosby and I'm Proud era, and y'all just gave him a #1 hit based around that thesis statement. You want to listen to this shit? Go ahead. Enjoy it. I'm not going to stop you. Just know that you don't get to be upset when millions of people, including me, say that you're a weak-minded cuck who cares more about staying in your comfort zone than literally anything else. All this man cares about is getting as many eyes on him as possible, no matter who he hurts on the way. And if you willingly and enthusiastically give him your eyes, you will be judged. Because I
wonder what's gonna happen, because he's kind of on an apology, like, fucking reform right now, isn't he? Like, he's saying sorry to a bunch of people. Will that work? Who knows? We'll see.
Care what he was. Kanye West is no musical genius. He's a 47-year-old man who decided that it would be fun and profitable to become the next 6ix9ine.
WestJet video, Jesus Christ. If you know who WestJet is, that's cooked.
Sheltered teenage edgelords flock to for the thrill of listening to a shitbag being unapologetic human garbage both on record and in real life. And to those of you who are saying, it's just music, bro, it's not that deep, you're right. It's not deep at all. It is shallow as a mud puddle. So stop splashing around in the mud like a bratty child and go take your bath.
Go, 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 go.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna hot take. I don't hate Carnival. I don't hate it. I don't really like it either. The beat is carrying hard, guys. The beat is really carrying hard. You know what I'm saying? And Ty Dolla $ign's verse was okay.
Before we go on, let me take
everything else
to explain why that Kanye song is only at #4. I will fully concede that with the possible exception of my #1, no other song on this list has a worse singular moment than that Kanye verse. When all is said and done, though, that is ultimately just one small part of what is...
Yeah, Vultures, oh my god, Vultures was so bad. Vultures 1 and Vultures 2, bro, just so... Especially oh my god, Vultures 2 was so bad. Like, genuinely, that shit was so ass.
Which is the reason I put it below these top 3, all of which are unbearable from start.
Which, I mean, like, look, I mean, it's not really surprising that you see Kanye fans defending AI music when they, like, Kanye literally has AI music.
On that note, I obviously don't think that this next song is the worst hit of the year. I did put 2 other songs above it, but if you were to ask me which song was the biggest mistake of 2024, this one would be pretty damn hard to beat.
Really? Am I the only one? Am I the only one who could kind of stand her voice a little bit? There's one song where it was just really bad, but like, I don't even remember this one. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Jessie Murph. She's a child of musician parents who's seen moderate TikTok success over the past few years, and from what I can tell, she seems to be about one.
She kind of looks like Bebe Rexha.
Removed from replacing the ABCDEFU girl as the poster child of TikTok industry plant accusations. She's had a couple songs scrape the bottom of the charts, mostly shitty sad girl dreck we've had way too much of for years now. I've listened to all her singles, and if I had to describe her general vibe, it would be girl who thought long acrylic nails were ratchet until she saw other white white girls doing it. And if I had to describe her singing voice and musical style, it would be Dance Monkey if it refused
What
to
was the
dance.
one she had with Teddy Swims? Was it Teddy Swims? Yeah, it was Teddy. What was the one she had with Teddy Swims? Dirty. That song was probably worse than Wild. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Starbucks at the window, middle finger to the sky. Say you wanna get dangerous, now you speaking my language.
Now, I know what you're thinking right now. Wow, this tiny white girl rapping with a Lil Durk flow over a barely existent country rap beat about what a badass she is for smoking cigarettes is making me want to die on the inside. But what you have to understand is that it's okay, because apparently one of the biggest rappers in the world actually sent her a DM and offered her his full endorsement and even offered to mentor her. You see, she's not just a vapid culture vulture, she's got a stamp of approval from one of the biggest names in hip-hop, and I don't have to tell you his name because you all know exactly where this is going.
He's also been one of the biggest inspirations for me as well.
Yeah. When he followed you on Instagram, you know you took a screenshot in 2 seconds.
I did.
You know, I'm just gonna assume that she and Drake were chatting about how cool it would be if they could get an N-word pass, because I really don't want to think about the other potential reasons why Drake could be sliding into yet another teenage girl's DMs months after Not Like Us dropped.
I forgot what your name is, so I'ma call you mine.
How old is Jessie Murph?
I'ma call you.
She's 19, right? I'm pretty sure she's 19, right?
I'm not gonna lie,
She was
I
19
feel
at
like
least.
We've kind of crossed a threshold here where
That's
words
crazy,
are no
bro.
longer necessary.
How am I 1 year
This is a
younger
badly
than her?
written
Like, what?
country trap song with some of the weakest, most incomplete production I've ever heard, performed by a girl who idolizes Drake and has a voice like Bebe Rexha if she were a BoJack Horseman character. That description I just gave is a pretty self-affirming statement of shittiness. Oh, and on the subject of self-affirming shittiness,
I'm attracted to things that are really crazy. Asking me how I did it.
Hey, you know what? Look, I don't like Jelly Roll. This dude will get a bag for anything, bro. Hey, respect to him, bro. Respect to Jelly Roll. This guy is literally chasing the fucking bag like crazy. I fucking respect it, bro. No
Okay.
cap. No cap.
question for the executive.
This guy will hop on
Columbia.
any song. That's
Are you
crazy.
just so fucking rich that you can afford to charge her a private jet to fly you directly over the uncanny valley? Are you genuinely not capable of sensing how fundamentally incorrect it is to put these two people together?
A whole lot of problems living in Gotham.
Living in Gotham, this guy said.
You are 40 years old. Jessie recorded this when she was 19. She is
Yeah,
a
she was 19.
microscopic little twig of a girl, and your stage name is fucking Jelly Roll. You got this Tinkerbell Smurfette motherfucker over here singing about this bad boy she loves so much, and then it's, hey everybody, it's me. I'm the badass ne'er-do-well this girl a quarter my size and half my age is always fantasized about. Yup.
I got a thing for the wild one.
We'll go into more detail about this in the dishonorable mentions, but if Jelly Roll's 2024 output proves anything, it's that there is clearly nothing in the world that he hates more than saying no to people.
Yeah.
It's nice that you're excited
Hey,
to be
get the bag, bro. I fucking respect it. Get the
there,
bag,
and
bro.
There's nothing wrong with
Low
using
key,
your
bro.
newfound
Get the
star
bag.
power to uplift new talents, but there's a fucking limit, man. If I were a 40-year-old married man and my producers hit me up saying, dude, you're gonna do a song with a 19-year-old about how much she loves bad boys, I would say, no the fuck I am not. You are finding someone else to do that. This is just a horribly unpleasant pairing to even think about, not the least of which because Jelly Roll is already happily married to a woman who I am just now learning loves threesomes. Oh my god, why did Eve ever eat that apple and give the human race the ability to learn things?
Was raised in the darkness. Forgive me, I'm God.
Yeah, we get it, dude. You don't want people to know about the white supremacists who used to make music.
Whoa. Alright, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I respect
Make me
him.
think about the bases your 40-year-old
Hey, I respect the
ass
chase,
is
not him.
stealing off this girl who is too young to legally drink.
Always smoking something, he ain't worried about nothing, 'cause he ain't got nothing to lose.
Look, like I said, this isn't the worst song of the year, but it is the most incorrect song of the year. Every other song on this list, including the two I put above it,
I
comes
still
from
think
some
Dirty
mix
is
of
just the worst
misguided
song,
focus
like
and
just
bad
in
execution,
general.
while this one was dead in the water from the moment of conception. All the other songs score between a 1 and 0 out of 10. This one gets a not good. Every other student in the class failed the test. This one cut school to go smoke skunk weed with her skeevy gym teacher. Let me be perfectly clear that this is obviously all performance art. I clearly don't know either of the two of them in real life, and aside from one of them being one Kevin Bacon degree removed from Tom McDonald, I'm sure both Miss Murph and Mr. Roll are decent, upstanding human beings in real life. With that said, they did force me to think about this girl getting spread wide open so this man can roll his jelly on her, so yeah, I hope that both of their pillows are warm on both sides for the rest of their lives. And before we close out, I would be doing all of you a disservice if I did not tell you that this song's music video has the single funniest thumbnail I've ever seen in my entire life, and here it is.
Fuck.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
Fire reacts.
You know, overall, 2024 has been one of the greatest years for women in the
Alright,
history.
if this
of
guy
pop
puts
music.
Chapel Roll, he's gonna be killed
Some
in
women
7
chose to
seconds.
take
I'm not
that
even trolling.
personally.
Yeah.
Alright, I was gonna say, bro. I heard hot to go. I was like, no. Alright, surely not. The way this guy put hot to go, fucking under Carnival. Like, I would have been like, yeah, bro, this video's cooked if he did that. I'm not gonna lie.
At the beginning of the year, when Megan Thee Stallion suggested she wasn't really a big fan of child predators, and Nicki Minaj got absolutely furious and said, "How dare you insult everything I and my loved ones stand for," and released a rambling 5-minute diss track she threw together in a couple days about how Megan was a fat, disgusting slut with no talent who slept her way to the top, that Megan's dead mother was ashamed to have a daughter like her, and that Megan getting shot and nearly killed by her boyfriend was fucking hysterical and the bitch totally had it coming. I remember that. Good times.
I remember.
Still not clear on why exactly it sounded better than the single.
I tell them that I'm the sleaze, they telling me, okay, prove it.
2024 was the year that millennials officially became the old men, women, and rabbits of pop music. With the exception of Taylor Swift, none of the pop stars people my age grew up with are leading the zeitgeist of mainstream music anymore. And while
Is that true? I was just about to say.
Are still having big hits, it's in the same way that Smokey Robinson and Kenny Rogers and the Rolling Stones were some of the biggest hit makers of the early 80s. They're still having hits because cranky 30-somethings who missed the way music was when they were teens is still a very profitable...
Is it Taylor? Yeah, no. I mean, Beyonce? Yeah. Probably not. Drake? I mean, we'll have to see what Iceman. I don't know. He might be right.
Demographic. And so, taking that as a given, you'd think Nicki Minaj would be set for life right about now, right?
How many of them could have did it with finesse?
I mean, isn't Nicki the undisputed queen mother of modern hip-hop? She was the only woman in mainstream rap for like 10 years. If anyone is set to rest on her laurels and eat the fruits of her legacy, it should be her, right? Yeah, well, when it comes to Nicki eating these days, the only queen that comes to mind is the one who said, "Let them eat cake." Because it seems like most of the world is ready to send Nicki's career to the chopping block. And much like Marie Antoinette, Nicki has only herself to blame. If Drake has become Elon Musk, the cringy, fraudulent meme lord, then Nicki has become Elon, the hateful bitch weasel. Someone who chooses not to be happy with her infinite wellspring of money and success, and instead stay glued to her phone, picking petty fights and snickering like a middle schooler as she sends her army of sycophants to harass her enemies. And so I guess it's only fitting that her one proper solo hit of 2024 gets a big, fat X.
Who wanna play with Nicki?
Okay, so to get the most obvious point out of the way first, it would seem that Super Freaky Girl was not a one-off. Nicki is going all in on this old-school P. Diddy-style lazy sampling. Don't worry, Nicki's honored by the comparison, I'm sure. But yes, much like Paris Hilton gracefully giving her NFTs to everyone in Jimmy Fallon's audience, Nicki shows us that she's up to date on all the cool slop the kids are into these days, and she is proud of herself for it. I mean, you can just hear the raw creative vision she wants to put into the world with this album, on songs like Heart of Ass,
Tried to play me, but I should have done them first.
Girls Just Wanna Sell Out, Can't Wait to Leave You.
Only on them seas if it's breeze. Like Ruby the sleeves.
Hey, she's doing the David Guetta method, man.
Notorious Swill Peddlers.
Barbie dangerous. We bitches don't endanger us. You are over, you ain't in range of us. Cause I 1111 angel numbers.
And of course, my personal favorite, When the Party Got Brutally Murdered.
You never got the meat papa. He sweet proper. He keep mama.
Need I remind you, These songs are all from an album called Pink Friday 2. This is Nicki trying to secure her legacy, to define what her career has amounted to with this album. And based on what she put in it, it would appear that what her career has amounted to is a bunch of half-baked mean girl bitchiness slapped with pink glitter glue over work done by much better artists. Even out of all these atrocious samples though, Fuck This Club Up is the worst on the album, and one of the worst I've ever heard. That's a sample from an old Waka Flocka Flame song, where she's completely removed the beat and just slapped him a cappella over an elephant-ass 808 with nothing else supporting it. Okay, to give credit where it's due, I can at least see the vision here. I mean, come on, obviously Waka's a hip-hop legend. He doesn't need some gimmicky beat behind him just to keep the audience engaged. Ain't that right, Waka?
My intentions was to have this style of beats. I didn't care about my music. I just want people to get the sound and the feeling. Because I told people, I said, shit, I can't rap.
You know, I kind of feel like that hunter from The Most Dangerous Game who got disappointed when the man he was hunting for sport jumped off a cliff. Like, can't you at least try to make this a challenge for me?
Yeah. High heels on my tippies. Dough say ain't Gabbana, that's on my titties. Cop me vitamins when I write the dicky. I still got the juice, bitch, by a sippy.
Just for the sake of comparison, let me play you another female rap song that came out about a year before this one did. It's actually a collaboration between a few different female rappers, and it's called Fuck the Club Up by Lotto, Glorilla, and Gangsta Boo.
Fuck the club up, fuck the club up. I might stand up on your shit and fuck a dub up.
Yeah, came out a year before Nicki's. Title stylized the same way and everything.
What?
Like they want some smoke, but they ain't deep enough. They weak and fuck.
So yeah, Nicki, it is real fucking interesting that you decided to take the exact same concept and name from a collaboration where two women who came up after you and one who came up before you are all having fun and supporting each other, and then you use it to say shit like this.
Bitch, we ain't tenant, ain't fraternal or identical. When I'm around, bitch, you know you become invisible.
I honestly don't understand how anyone can listen to Nicki these days, and not even because of the shitty aesthetics, but because why would anyone choose to ingest so much pointless bile?
My videos, they gon' view it. Spotify ain't gotta lie, they really streaming my music.
Bitching and whining about how you think Cardi B is faking her like, who is this supposed to be for? And this is most of the song. Just a non-stop torrent of Nicki being a catty, immature bitch who can't wait to pierce her heels through the skulls of as many other female rappers as she needs to if it means she gets more attention for herself. Y'all realize that there were, in fact, a lot of women in hip-hop before Nicki turned up, right? Missy, Eve,
obviously,
Kim, MIA, Remy Ma, Charlie Baltimore, Gangsta Boo, just to name a handful. I'm well aware that it was largely systemic reasons that caused female rappers to fade away in the late 2000s, but the problem certainly wasn't helped by Nicki breaking through the glass ceiling and then using those glass shards to slit the throats of any women trying to follow her upward. And I know that some of you are about to say that, oh, isn't that just part of hip-hop? Isn't boasting, dissing, sparring, and putting down rivals just par for the course? Why is it worse when Nicki does it? Well, to answer that question, let's take a look at Yeah Glow, another big female rap hit from this year and one which earned Glorilla my Most Improved of 2024 award.
Yeah, Glow, stomp a little pussy hoe with some shell toes. Yeah, Glow, slapping rap bitches and making bail hoe.
Not only do we once again have a far more engaging and dynamic flow, but when Glorilla talks about smacking up some bitches who wronged her, she's doing it in a fuck yeah, I'm the best, come ride my wave with me kind of way. It's fun, it's badass, it's the kind of energy you want to latch yourself onto. Glorilla is going, fuck yeah, I'm winning the marathon. She's not getting pissy that she's not the only one in the race. I mean, take this line,
you know, that makes sense,
I'm the hood, bitches motivation,
and then compare it to this.
Stay in your Tory lane, bitch, I'm not Iggy.
I said it once, and I'll say it again. Be sexist better, you fucking boomer.
Yeah.
Okay, full disclosure,
That
I
song?
completely forgot to record a transition into the dishonorable mention, so I'm just going to be real and beg you to give this video a like so that the algorithm doesn't completely bury this video.
Guys, go like the video.
2024 released in the last month of 2025. Thank you, I love you, and let's go shoot some barrel fish.
You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga, but that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess.
we're breaking the same team, we're in army green. Truth is in the words
no idea what this is.
This one probably deserves to be on the list, you know, objectively, but no, I'm not putting myself or you guys through that shit again. Yeah, the fact that the plague is still spreading is not fantastic, but I don't know. After ranting for so long last year about a #1 hit where a dude is having wet dreams about gunning down protesters in the street, I just find it really hard to muster up that much energy for a mid-level radio hit about how the actual rebellious badasses are the ones who reclaim the word proud from the gays and follow all their dear leaders without question.
We stand for the flag, and if you don't like it, we don't care.
Yeah, sorry, not now, Uncle Riley. We're trying to enjoy Thanksgiving dinner here. Also, Luke Combs, what are you doing here? Cut that shit out.
A nigga telling now.
Oh, yeah, I neglected to mention this one earlier.
Nah, nigga, you ain't fucked the new.
I bet a lot of you would shoot this directly to #1 on the worst list without question, and I do not blame you for that.
I wouldn't.
2024
This song
is
is
the
ass,
first time
bro.
in like 5 years that Morgan Wallen is not on the worst list. It's not because he's getting better.
I hate that I love the way them kisses taste like whiskey.
Oh, really? You like whiskey, bro? Oh, well, I had no idea. You never fucking bring that up.
I just wanna love somebody.
Yeah, this one's pretty weak, I'm not gonna lie.
For like 2 months after Christmas, isn't it?
Wanna find something stronger than whiskey.
Oh, well, why's that, bro?
Can we get like a fucking count for how many times this dude has fucking mentioned whiskey on a song? Please, bro.
You feeling a little bit desensitized to whiskey, bro? Well, that's absolutely fucking baffling. I wonder what possibly could have caused that to fucking happen.
Whiskey, won't you go away?
Oh, you want the whiskey to go away? Why? What happened? Did you have a little bit too much of it, bro? Oh, well, how could that have happened? Did you drink a little bit too much of it, bro? Oh, God, well, who could have seen that coming?
I don't wanna wonder where she been. Where she at?
Also, my God, you're still doing this shit? Dude, you got away with it. You don't need to be working with Moneybag fucking yo.
No, sorry. Not gonna lie, bro. I've been bumping this song. I'm not gonna cap. I kind of like this
Jason
song.
Aldean ain't the only
Sorry.
one spreading a plague. The Morgan Wallen wannabes arrived in full force in 2024. You can tell by the fact that he's turning wine into Also, why do you sound like that? Why are you singing like you're trying to force your
Yeah,
tongue
he
in your
does
nose,
sound
bro?
fucking
And why
weird.
are you mixed like a vacuum cleaner? Stop that. Okay, here we go.
Why am missing you?
Jelly Roll Lightning Round.
I'm a lost cause.
This is not I Can Change Him music, it's You Can Change Me music, and that is so much fucking worse. Guys, I am about to say the sentence, we owe Uncle Cracker an apology unless someone stops me.
Lonely road, take me home.
Dude, you're famous now. You don't have to say yes to motherfucking Machine Gun Kelly. Dude, you're famous now. You don't have to say yes to the serial abuser who made My Life is Like a Video Game and then sued Santana for being mean to him.
Russ?
Dude, you're famous now. You don't have
All
to
right,
say
Russ
yes
is
to your fucking
crazy.
air conditioner.
My mental builds up these toxins where the ending is an option.
Dude, you're actually, wait a sec. That song Jelly Roll Made with the White Nationalist wasn't from this year. How'd that get in here?
Okay, I was gonna say. All right, what? So this should have replaced "Slow It Down." No cap.
Boone, or as I like to call him, Gavin DeGraw from the Bad Timeline, had 2 songs appearing on the proper worst list, and if this one had charted just a little bit higher, he would have had 3.
I really hate the way you think that you can get.
Oh, I guess it didn't chart high enough.
Your stupid problems on your mental state.
So, I'm not going to say that it's impossible to write a story about somebody using their mental health problems as an excuse to behave badly that isn't, you know, ridiculously fucking insulting. But if you do decide to walk this path, then just as a heads up, I'm probably not going to respond to you if you decide to paint yourself as the biggest prick on the planet.
Go ahead and ruin someone else's life.
Or, I don't know, when your response is to scream at that person like the bully from A Christmas Story.
Cry, baby, cry for me. Come on, cry.
Seriously, dude? Go Boone yourself.
Go ahead and ruin someone else's.
Alright, cool. Oh, this fucking water bottle makes so much noise. I don't know why. Wait, predictions. It's a Morgan Wallen song. No. Wait, yes, it's a Morgan Wallen song. He put those Morgan Wallen songs on there, like just to kind of like throw us off a little bit. Morgan Wallen's on Morgan. Okay, watch. Maybe not.
Top 10 worst hit songs of 2024.
Fried
What
by
does
Kanye?
that
No, I didn't
mean
count.
exactly. I didn't really talk about this.
Women's?
in
No,
the
not
video,
women. He
so
put
let
that
me
on
take a
the
moment
song I
now
mentioned.
to explain to those of you who don't know what I qualify as a
I don't know.
quote-unquote hit song. You see, in order for a song to be eligible for my main countdown, it has to make one of three requirements. It has to either A, make Billboard's list of the 100 biggest songs of the year, B, make the year-end top 100 of the V30 chart, which is a ranking designed by my
that still
friend Lydia,
exist?
which covers most of Billboard's blind spots, or C, hit the top 20 of the national radio airplay charts. These three metrics combined give me a pretty conclusive map of all of the popular garbage of a given year, whether that be garbage people actively chose to consume or garbage them.
I'm trying to think, bro. Like what? I don't know.
Music industry
I don't know.
artificially tried to force down the gullets of people who did not want it. Anybody who's been following my channel for a while knows that I am extremely strict about these rules, and I simply do not allow songs onto the main list if they don't fit one of those three requirements. There have been exactly 2 times in the past 8 years where I have bent those rules of eligibility, both for songs in special circumstances which were very close to being eligible by the proper rules. Besides those 2 times, my rules have been absolutely ironclad, and so naturally I've had people ask the question to me, what would it take for me to properly break those rules? What if there was a circumstance where a terrible song was so foundationally important to a year's pop culture that it would be blasphemous to not...
Okay, so it's not Morgan Wallen. Is it an AI song? No. I don't know. Bro, I don't know. I don't remember 2024. Oh my God! Wait, what if it's Family Matters?
Even if it wasn't a big hit on Billboard. I mean, would that be grounds to break the rules? And even if it was, how far am I willing to go exactly? Would the song have to at least hit the top 40? What if it only barely scraped?
So I'm trying to think, bro. It might be Family Matters actually.
Onto the Hot 100 at all? Hell, you know what? Let's go all the way with it. What kind of malicious depravity would I have to be dealing with to not only break 8 years of tradition, but to do it for a song that didn't even touch the Billboard Hot 100 at all?
Really?
In response to getting smoked by a rival in the highest profile...
The Harper 6?
Feud in the history of hip-hop, the biggest rapper of his generation writes fan fiction about said rival getting molested as a child, and proceeds to
it's the Harper
mock
6,
him over the molestation that he made up.
Wait, is it?
How's that?
What is this?
All right.
Oh yeah, it is Harper 6.
You thought I forgot about this pin, didn't you? No. I'm never going to forget.
I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation.
The Heart Part 6 by Drake did not chart on the Hot 100 or the V30. You all know why that is.
And you also, I don't think, well, yeah, because did he put it on Spotify? I don't think he did.
You know why it doesn't matter. The fact is that any track from the Kendrick-Drake feud would have been eligible for this list regardless of my rules, because the feud itself already broke all the rules. That entire event, from start to end, was not just a defining
that was legendary.
2024.
Yeah, fucking legendary.
The defining pop culture event of 2024, and one of the most important cultural touchstones of our generation. Drake started the year fresh off an album that tied him with Michael Jackson for the most #1 hits any man has ever gotten. You could frequently
Slime me up. Goddamn, that's gonna be one of the most forgotten #1 hits of all time. I'm not even trolling with you.
By the time that summer was over, Drake had been murdered, leaving nothing but a sad, washed-up child star named Aubrey where Drake had once stood. The name Drake had mutated from a commercial cheat code into an anchor around the neck of any new song that carried it. And the song of the summer was a club jam about what a piece of shit he was that the entire world was singing along to. Following the path of Michael Jackson had always been Drake's greatest ambition, and in 2024, that is exactly what happened. Let's take a look at how he handled it.
Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor.
So here we go, Drake. Kendrick Lamar just accused you of being a sex-trafficking pedophile who neglects his own kids, abuses drugs, and whose entire career is predicated on being a fraudulent culture vampire who exploits the hard work of black populations in the exact same way that white colonizers have done for the past half a millennium. That is a hell of a lot to tackle, but so what? You're the biggest rapper of your
Drake
generation.
without a beard is so
you clearly
funny.
didn't get on top for no reason. So go on, Drake. Puff out that chest, target that jugular, and hit Kendrick with the most devastating blow you can. What have you got?
This Epstein angle was the shit I expected.
What?
We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information.
What?
If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the level. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication.
Heart Part 6 is a musical statement whose sheer idiocy is matched only by its gleeful cruelty. I'll get to the main thing with this song in just a minute, but first let me just rapid fire through the rest of this shit, okay?
You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information.
Oh, well, how could I have been so fucking stupid? Of course, you chose to tell Kendrick that you neglected your kids, lied about being on Ozempic, and kept date rape drugs in your house. You specifically fed him all that, so when he showed millions of people that he had receipts showing what a deadbeat creep you are, you could confidently stand up and say, well, no, I'm not. Fucking masterful gambit, sir.
You so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient.
Oh, fuck it. Motherfucker, you know as well as I do that Kendrick took his sweet-ass time to create 4 diss tracks that he dropped at the perfect moments to counter every single move you made, while you locked your ghostwriters in the dungeon and forced them to churn out this shit in a day. When it comes to patience and strategy, you are a toddler who thinks his mom disappears when she plays peekaboo with him, and Kendrick is fucking Sun Tzu.
Why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations?
Yeah, Kendrick's wife didn't deny your accusations that he abused her because everyone knows you pulled that claim out of your ass.
Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child.
Oh my god, grow up, you terminally online freak. I am so fucking embarrassed for Kendrick right now. He's putting in all this effort to destroy every ounce of credibility you've ever had, and you're going mean girl gossip mode over Instagram follower lists and reading people's emojis like they're fucking tea leaves? I mean, forget Kendrick. At this point, the high schoolers you're accused of grooming are more mature than you are. Oh, and on that subject,
only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I'd never look twice at no teenager.
There is myriad video
Did he even
that proves otherwise. Your first hit had a music
did he even
video set in
say
the girls' high school locker room, and your biggest hit has this line in it: "Thou jabroni doth protest."
Okay, this is not a good. This is
high
not a
school
good
locker room, and your
point
biggest
though.
hit has this line in it.
Like, I feel.
Thou
Let's
jabroni
be
doth
honest, that's
protest
not
too
like a
much,
good point. I
methinks.
feel like,
If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested.
Everything else,
You know what,
that's
Blake?
where it's.
You should actually keep taking that Ozempic, because I'll be honest with you, bro. You're looking.
But
a
yeah,
little
like,
puffy right.
who fucking was talking about Millie Bobby Brown? This guy just like pulled up and started like talking about it. Like, what, bro? Like, was anyone like talking about that? I don't think so.
You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be
Oh, it was at least
I
Kendrick
continue,
talk.
and
Was
I am
Kendrick talking about?
tempted.
Oh
It's
yeah,
very
Millie Bobby
fun
Brown.
to
I don't think
beat
he
the
was.
shit out of a pinata that just won't stop spewing candy, but I do think I've made my point. And on that note, I think it's time. Let's take a look at the reason this song convinced me to break my rules for it. And fair warning for everybody, this is the part of the segment where things stop being fun. Drake does spend a good 2/3 of this song sparring like a 6-year-old white belt who's convinced he could beat the sensei, but he was never going to stop there. Every song the two of them had traded in the feud thus far had upped the stakes, and Drake knew that he had to do it again. So, tell me, what is your final ace up your sleeve?
My mom came over today and I was like, mother,
Yeah.
wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with is so excessive.
And there you have it. Drake looked at the song where Kendrick's mom was worried that he might get molested as a kid, misread it as saying that Kendrick actually did get molested as a kid. He then says that Kendrick being molested as a kid is the only reason Kendrick is so adamant about calling out Drake for preying on teenage girls.
That's so
all while he's
bad.
taunting Kendrick and saying that he deserved it.
Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence.
So yeah, Drake wrote fanfiction about Kendrick getting molested and mocked him over it. And now, for legal reasons, I'd like to clarify that I'm making a non-accusatory general statement when I say, wow, that sure sounds like something a child molester would do, Drake.
This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting.
Like, nah, y'all don't understand. This song is actually
weird as
serious
fuck.
contention for the worst song I've ever heard in my life. It's unquestionably the worst song I've ever put on top of one of these lists. 1-800 by Logic is still my personal least favorite song of all time, but I will concede that that song did in fact help a lot of people. And what else is there? Gummo by 6ix9ine, Only Women Bleed by Alice Cooper, that other fucking Drake song from last year. Fuck, at least try that.
Nah, Search and Rescue is not comparable to any of those.
Proudly and confidently spewing out his hateful beliefs. The Heart Part 6 is a cowardly, weaselly little piece of tried to hawk up, but was too chicken shit to go through with it, so he just swallowed it back. The only other song I can think of that demonstrates cruelty, stupidity, and artistic bankruptcy in this equal measure is, oh, look at that, Bigfoot by Nicki Minaj. I was actually initially considering putting Bigfoot tied with this one at the #1 spot, but at this point, I think Nicki's demonstrated that calling her a predator-loving fraud who's added nothing of artistic value to the world in the past half a decade will not hurt her nearly as much as pointing out.
I mean, she literally just fucking pulled up with Trump and that bitch, so hey.
So yeah, sorry, Nicki,
not very
you
surprising.
don't get to be #1 on the list because you're too big a flop for that. Go home and cry about it. And while you're there, please do me a favor and put Lil Wayne on the phone, because it is clearly time for that man to step up and start acting like a goddamn parent.
You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but
I compared Drake to Michael Jackson a few times at the start of this
the way you
piece,
say
but
that is so funny. Like, oh yeah, the battle's over. I won. Like, what, bro?
Even after he became a walking punchline, Michael Jackson proved to the world over and over again that he was still the same artist who had revolutionized the art of
And I
pop.
still,
And by the time he
till
died-
this fucking day, I still see people saying that, oh yeah, the Heart Part 6, bro. Yeah, that really got him. Like,
his legacy
the whole reason why Kendrick didn't respond. Like, what, bro? Like, are we dead ass? Drake fans, no. Drake fans, like, they might be worse. Like, no, Drake fans are actually like genuinely delusional. Like, it's actually
Because
like
Drake
just.
is not Michael Jackson.
It's so
Michael
bad.
was-
Those people, those Drake fucking stans are, and they're like 25, like 30 fucking year old men. Like, it is
Drake
weird
is a
as fuck.
scorpion, and you know the way that scorpions operate. It doesn't matter if the scorpion stinging the frog will result in his own death. Of course he's still gonna do it, because it's simply in his nature. This feud, and indeed Drake's career, was never going to end in any other way, because proving that every terrible thing Kendrick ever said about him is true is literally the only thing that Drake has ever known how to do. The Heart Part 6 by Drake, the worst hit song of 2024.
just let me know when we get into the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
He did not return the favor. That shit was ass. No cap. Oh, I forgot he'd even make that. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Does anything even happen? No, it's just patrons. Okay, that's the end. Yeah. I mean, those were the worst hit songs of 2024. Kind of disagree with the Benson Boone one. Everything else, yeah, pretty much. I think with the Drake stuff, people say I still am interested in how Iceman will go for Drake. I'm very interested because that was supposed to go out this year. It's probably not going to go out this year because he wants to have some chart presence and, because, he's not going to try to face off Christmas songs. So obviously he's going to release next year. But it's really weird because he was really planning for that 2025 release, but now it's kind of telling how he didn't release again this year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What else? I forgot. yeah, I'm not mad that he broke his rules. I mean, honestly, yeah, it makes sense, right? Like Heart Part 6 probably, yeah, I probably would have like debuted like top 40. So if it was like out on like, you know, streaming services and stuff. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. What was Drake thinking with that shit, bro? Like, that was just, yeah, that was just not. And I think, one sad thing that like I'm thinking about is like just like how he was so confident. That dude was so confident with that song. You could really tell, like, and it was just like he was like he saw the reception. He was like, "Oh shit, I fucked up," and like started like deleting shit. And I mean, it makes sense too. Yeah, not gonna lie to you. Yeah. Yes. All right. Well, guys, go subscribe to Sean Fay-Wolfe. Thank you for watching. Go like the original video. Man,